Well, it's time for the last week in the College League, week 10. Welcome. We're going to start from the top and work our way to the bottom as usual. And starting with music against the Pandas, well, that can only go one way. Music have had a dreadful season, while the Pandas, they are in the playoffs. So let's just get going. We all know all the players. There's no one new. So we can just get on with it. It's Enya Ringo for the Pandas who's going to start, and everybody loves her, it appears. Let's see what we can do. Well, she runs for 0 yards, so not much. Beans passes. It's reflected by Champagne, and Shunts goes nowhere, and it is the music who is up again. Tony is sacked, and well, this it seems to start with a stalemate. But there's a first down for the Pandas. Evolve Fast is now up, and he throws the ball away. Ringo finds a lane, but nowhere near. Can Beans get in first down? He can. It's Krabs who finds it, and he avoids basically everybody. He gets 29 yards. Then Evolve Fast gets 2 yards. Nice pass to Krabs here, who gets it's brought down. Evolve Fast is sacked by Trash Can. Ringo cannot get all the way, and there's another Champagne, the most hated player in the league, managed to get 15 yards. Then the ball is dropped there. Sacked by Tic Tac Toe. Tart passes, and it's Top Hat. Breaks a tackle from Toe Beans and managed to get 30 yards. Top Hat again passes. That's Champagne who's brought down after 14. Top Hat again to Champagne. Not a very fast player. Tart is sacked by Two Beaks. Then Top Hat is trying to run it. Can't get much. But Top Hat is in for the music. Shockingly. Here is Two Beaks. Gets 19 yards after a pass from Ringo. Beans can only get 3 yards. Fast is stopped behind the line. Ringo looking for a pass, but Evolve Fast drops it. And it's the music again here. So can they get a first down? Well, they're looking for a pass, and there it is. First down for the music, and it seems to be the opposite there. It's the Pandas who should be the good team here, but the music is actually putting up the better place. Tart passes. That's deflected by Ringo. Top Hat can't get through to a first down. That's deflected by Champagne. Two Beaks caught the ball for 3 yards. Evolve Fast looking for a nice pass there. 2 Krabs. Will he break tackles? No, he brought down them, but it's 28 yards. And there's another pass to Krabs. Avoids the tackle. And gets 41 yards. Beans passes. That's not good enough. But Fast passes. And that is a touchdown by Ringo. And it's equalized. Top Hat trying to run it, but only gets 1 yard. Tony looking for a pass. Champagne caught it, but it was not good enough. And Ringo runs for 7 yards for the Pandas. And here is Krabs again. Breaks a tackle, and gets in for a 40-yard touchdown. He is relentless. There's a first down. Top Hat threw it. Tony only 2 yards. Tart managed to find Top Hat, who gets the first down. The music have not given up here. Top Hat once again to Tart, but he's stopped in the middle, and that ball is thrown somewhere completely different. But Champagne managed to get a 4-yard receiving there, but that's deflected by Beans. And that's thrown away again. Can Tart get a first down? Can. It's Hoggy Fractions who managed to avoid some tackles and get 25 yards. Top Hat smashes through and gets 9 yards. Tony looking for a pass, finds Champagne, who gets a touchdown, and it's 2-2. 39 plays left. Beans passes. Fast is stopped behind the line. And the music is on it again here. Top Hat almost gets the first down, but there's Krabs with an interception. That's the 9th interception of the career. And then Trash Can sacks the ball carrier. No, Krabs finds it again. And was it Krabs or was it Two Beaks? I don't know. But here is Two Beaks. He gets a 28-yard pass. And the Pandas are down with a chance to score again. But they're on 3rd and goal. But Ringo runs straight through and gets a touchdown. There's a nice pass to Champagne, who gets 17 yards. Top Hat. To Champagne again. And Champagne caught it for the 3rd time this play. Managed to get a first down. Tart now runs through, gets 8 yards. Top Hat. To Fractions, who seem to be more into tackling players than actually moving the ball forward. But he did get it some way. Tart with a pass, and that's deflected. Last chance, Top Hat to Champagne, who gets another touchdown. It's 3-3, 20 plays left. Krabs can't get to the ball, but the Two Beaks now catch it in the second run. And Top Hat intercepts the ball. Are the Pandas gonna lose this? Because right now, the music is actually threatening to score once again here. 15 plays left, and Tony, this is a touchdown. Hoggy Fractions. Ringo, deflected by Tart. That's Trash Can's 3rd sack of the game. Evolve fast. And Wilbur Krabs drops it. And it's 11 plays left. And the music is about to go with an upset here. Krabs sacks Tony there. And then Champagne sacks. Everybody sacks now. Beans with a pass to Two Beaks, who can't get a first down. Passes away, and I say now that the Panda have lost this one. Champagne have actually done a really good game now. The Two Big sacks the play there, and Tart throws it away. But there it is. Trumpton Music School with an upset wins over the Pleasantville Pandas. That is, and Champagne gets player of the game with 74 fan points. 3 sacks. And Wilbur Krabs get it for Pleasantville Pandas, but only 48. Not a very good game from him. So 59 pancakes from Schutz there. It was a good one. Up next are the Glam against the Wardens. 2 teams who are in the middle. You know what you should do? See if there are anything that can happen. We'll just go. Glam against the Wardens. Anything new? No. Anything new in the Wardens? They are continuing with the player. Ray Plonk has had a good season. And it's another beautiful day for some Brutalball, and Funny Glow Stick is going to start with the ball for the Wardens. And then starting with a pass to Plonk, 5 yards, and then another pass. Managed to get a first down, then try to run it. Glow Stick passes, first down for Symmetry. Whisknut. First run a bit and then throw it, and Bonesaw catches it. Nice catch there for another. And there's a touchdown for the Wardens. Plonk showing that is good. Then Datebook is going the other way, the troll. Oh, is anybody going to catch him? Nice block there. 63 yards. Shade ran for 2. Suspect gets sacked. And Virgin can't get anywhere. He should have thrown it. Plonk get a first down. Whisknut is stopped after 2 yards. Bonesaw looking for a pass. Glow Stick with another pass to Crude Symmetry. And now Bonesaw, he's trying to run it. Glow Stick gonna pass again, but this time it's failed. And the Glam takes over the ball. And Virgin runs a bit. Suspect this time, what can he do? Nothing. And Wardens take over again. Another nice pass by Glow Stick there to Symmetry, 35 yards. Whisknut is trying to run it. Bonesaw It's basically hitting every single player. And then there's Plonk for another touchdown after a pass from Glowstick. Shaved, looking for a pass, but nobody is there to catch it. Suspect can't do anything either. And then Plonk, once again, with the pass from Glowstick. And there's Whisk not actually passing it this time. Here is Glowstick, passes to Plonk, touchdown. That is a good combination. Virgin is tackled behind the line, but managed to get the ball to Mafia for 22 yards. Suspect can't run it anywhere. Datebook once again and pulling away. He's actually decently fast. Troll. Shaved. Gets a line on the outside. I managed to get 20 yards on that run. Then Suspect runs it in for a touchdown. 1-3. Plonk. Once again, 23 yards after pass from Glowstick. Bonesaw passes to Plonk. Here is Glowstick again, passes. That's another first down. Glowstick's passes are really effective here to move the ball forward. Bonesaw now, can Glowstick do anything? It was the bad pass, but Bonesaw managed to catch it and gets another first down. Whisknut tries to run it, but only gets 1 yard. Bonesaw again, looking for pass. There is Symmetry, and it's a touchdown. Virgin passes to Mafia, who catches it and gets 19 yards on that pass. Shaved now passes, but that's deflected by Plonk. Suspect. I think he might get it. Yes, he gets the first down. Virgin is with the ball and it's half time. Shaved. Well, you can't succeed every time. Suspect passes. Intercepted by Plonk, who's having a great game. That's only his second interception of his career. Cruise Simmer to catch it for 8 yards. And there's Whisknut managed to get a first down. Then Empress sacks Bonesaw. Symmetry catches the ball for 19 yards. Glowstick have passed 209 yards in this game. And there is Plonk with another touchdown. Mafia catches it for the Glam. But the Wardens are definitely going to win this one. I think we're going to speed it up a little bit. Virgin passes. Mafia catches. Gets 21 yards. Shaved. Nice run there. When he gets a lane, he can run quite a bit. Virgin passes. There's a touchdown for Mafia. And there's a catch by Symmetry for 6 yards. Whisknut is very much into running the ball. And the Wardens are stopped again. Can the Glam now actually score? Suspect passes backwards. He ran in one direction, then passed the ball back to where he was. Whisknut can't get anywhere. Bonesaw looking for something. No. Here's Glowstick again. Passes to Symmetry. Whisknut passes this time. Plonk catches it. Bonesaw throws the ball away. Now Glowstick again. Passes, and it's another catch by Plonk and breaks the tackle and gets in for another touchdown. Virgin managed to get a first down, and first down again for Virgin there. Suspect breaks the tackle and gets run, but not enough. But Virgin managed to get it enough. And Shaved gets another first down. Suspect is sacked by Bodeker. Virgin, I don't know how he managed to get through there, but he did and get a first down. Shaved, trying to run it. Suspect can't get anywhere either. Virgin this time, who started finding his stride and late here, but it's not enough. And it's another pass from Glowstick to Plonk. Then Whisknut is stopped short. Glowstick passes again. Oh, this time he fails. That's very seldom. That's very seldom seen. Shaved. Nice run there for 16 yards. Suspect. Stop this. 4 plays left. 3 plays left. 2 plays left. And that's a failed pass by Glowstick. Maybe his arm is getting tired. And there it is. The Erie Wardens win a pretty comfortable victory over the Glam. Ray Plonk gets player of the game with 75 fan points. Glowstick was excellent on offense, horrible on defense. 304 passing yards. That might be enough for passer of the year, of the week. Yeah. Twinkie gets it for the Glam with 33 fan points. That's not a very good one. Well, we're gonna finish. We're gonna continue with the old ones against the Knights. And the old ones, what do they have? Well, not much different. They have Goose Bluelit, one of the best receivers in the game. And Slim Armageddon is a really good blocker. With the Knights, Felicia Wintercoat is a good linebacker and have put up decent passing yards. David McCord is a nice runner to see when he's in his best. Clang Highland have -2 rushing yards. I think rushing yards. Yeah. And this could be a fun game between two teams that are I think the old ones are out of it completely and the Knights are actually in it in the playoffs. Let's continue. Ooh, it's a blessed game. This could be fun if Bluelit gets things going the way he wants them. Or Scarborough's from the Knights. This can be interesting. Here's McCord starting with his nice running here. Almost getting a first down. 9 yards. Wintercoat gets that first elusive down. And then Windsock is trying to do the same but can't. McCord, yeah, managed to avoid the initial. And then gets 8 yards. Then, but that was not enough to get a first down. Adder looking to throw, finds Stumpy there for 6 yards and they get a first down. Now Stumpy is trying to run it, gets nowhere. Poughkeepsie trying to run as well, but runs into a tree. Adder passing, Bluelit catches it and gets 21 yards. Stumpy, hang glide, he was sitting down there. And Stumpy gets 11 yards and a new first down. And there is Bluelit with a touchdown. McCord is running through everybody and gets his first down there. Avoids a lot of tackles. 18 yards. Wintercoat looking for a pass. Don't pass, but runs instead. Only gets 5 yards. Windsock. Do they have 2 rattling runners? I think so. Yeah, both McCord and Windsock are rattlings. Nice. McCord managed to get a first down and then he turns into the field and runs straight into the opposing team. Wintercoat now gets a nice first down. And then Windsock is trying to do the same as McCord and gets almost the whole way, 7 yards. McCord now showing Windsock how it's actually done and gets 14 yards in the down at the 4-yard line. Wintercoat runs through everything and gets a touchdown. It's equalized 1-1. Bluelit caught the ball but it's for 0 yards. That's a bad pass and McCord has intercepted it and now is running down. Will he get... No, he did not get the pick 6, but it was very close. But he finished the job and gets a touchdown for the Knights. That was thrown badly. And Adder is looking for Bluelit and finds it. And Bluelit breaks a tackle for Yellow Fang. Voids a tackle from Scarborough and gets 37 yards. Stumpy is trying to run it but only gets 1 yard. Poughkeepsie now he gets 1 yard as well. Adder looking for a throw but throws it backwards and the old ones stall out once again. Wintercoat looking for a throw and that's deflected by Bluelit. Windsock is trying to run it but can't and the old ones take over the ball once again. But the Knights really don't have to do anything now. Windsock sacks the ball carrier. Stumpy finds Bluelit who is charging towards the 13-yard line. Poughkeepsie this time only gets 1 yard. Adder looking for he's running and he fumbles the ball and McCord picks it up and is running down, avoiding tackles. I don't know how many yards, but that was a nice one. It would be nice if they said how many yards they returned the fumble. McCord does another nice run there with 15 yards, but then Bluelit deflects another pass. Windsock gets 4 yards. McCord on the run again, but this time he's stopped. And old ones take over. Bluelit catches the ball. They should throw more to him because he just avoids everybody. He has 33 yards on that one. Adder decides to run this time. Stumpy, He's throwing, and he managed to get to Sundial. Yeah, he's in the game as well. But he fumbles the ball, and Wintercoat picks it up and brings the ball back. That's a second fumble for the old ones. McCore managed to get a first down, 10 yards. Wintercoat now runs and gets tackled behind the line. Windsock throws. And McCore managed to get that elusive first down. And long throw, but it's overthrown. Windsock looking to throw as well, but that's deflected by Butler. McCore, yeah, well, throwing doesn't get very well, so I might as well run it. And he managed to get a first down. It's halftime. It's 2-1 to the Knights. And Wintercoat is with the ball. Gets sacked by Stumpy. Windsock, second down. He gets stuffed as well. McCore running to the outside. And did he get a first down? No, he did not. He stopped right on the line. Adder looking to throw. No, that was failed. Stumpy looking to throw as well. Finds Sundial. Who gets a 24-yard catch there. And then Bluelit managed to get a catch and runs away from Flunky. At 25 yards. Adder, he stopped. Stumpy, can he do something? No, he runs straight into the block. Poughkeepsie running. No, not there either. And the Knights have taken over the ball. McCore. Somehow. Oh, nice block there. That frees him up for probably 30 more yards. Felicia, now Wintercoat gets sacked after very hesitating. Wintercoat, no, Windsock is stopped. And McCore is stopped, and the old ones take the ball back. Pass to Bluelit, who managed to get a first down after some very hard struggles there. Oh, Bluelit managed to catch that ball and gets another first down. Stumpy gets a little bit. Poughkeepsie managed to get a first down. They're moving the ball now, but they're moving it very, very slowly. Bluelit, ooh, breaks a whole lot of tackles there and gets 28 yards. Maybe they are a little bit closer now. No, Stumpy fumbles the ball into McCore's hands again, and McCore taking it the other way. McCore this time trying to run it, but only gets 3 yards. Wintercoat looking to pass, finds Barbaro, I think. McCore finds Stumpy and gets stopped. And then Wintercoat managed to get a nice run here, 14 yards. Windsock, no, stop behind the line. McCore managed to get through Armageddon and getting a first down. Sundial is now injured by Clay Hangglide, and Crimson Dial Tone is in. Windsock gets a touchdown. It's 3-1 for the Knights, and I can now say that I think the Knights have won this one. Even though Bluelit is doing his best to change that. Shell has been injured by Slim Armageddon. Mindful Tendril is in again instead. Stumpy gets 6 yards. Nice pass to Bluelit, who is brought down by Windsock. Adder looking for a pass. Finds Butler this time. 14 yards. Stumpy. Oh, Stumpy's gonna score. Oh. Stumpy stumped in and got another touchdown. It's not over this one. It's 2-3. But here we go. Wintercoat gets the first down. 13 plays left. They need a stop here if they're gonna have a chance. McCore is stopped. Third down. Wintercoat looking for a pass. And she finds Yellowfang. Bluelit brings her down after 22 yards. Windsock is swerving, but doesn't get enough, and neither does McCore. But Wintercoat gets it. They get 7 yards. 7 plays left. That's a bad pass. And McCore is stopped. They need to stop now. But they don't get it. This Yellowfang who runs in for a touchdown, and the Knights have secured this one. But Bluelit is like, oh, I won a touchdown. Adder passes to Butler, who runs up the field and gets 30 yards. Stumpy gets nothing. Poughkeepsie for a pass, but that's deflected. And the City Knights show the old ones that, yes, we are the better team. We are in the playoffs. We are supposed to win this. Felicia Wintergold gets player of the game with 68 fan points. Just 15 tackles, not much else. Blue Lit gets it for the old ones with 59. Next game up is the Legends against the Bandits. One of the best offenses against one of the better defenses. This can be an interesting game. Let's see. The Legends, what do they have? Angle Poise is pretty new. They have these two nice rookie gunners. And for the Bandits, Leprechaun Manila is a nice sight to see. And have a really solid runner lineup. And they have, of course, they have Spoons on Maple. And then also these two. There's a good team. Beautiful day for some Brutalball. Leprechaun Manila is going to start with the ball. And let's see how it goes. They keep... Wake is yelling obscenities over to the split cap on the other side. We don't seem to like each other. Good thing they're on opposite sides of the field. And well, Wake start catching the ball, and then he moves over to the other side and catches the ball again. And for 21 yards this time. Madras is trying to run it and does a very good job with it before he's caught. And for 11 yards, another down there. And that's another first down with Poe Wake, and the Bandits are really moving the ball nice here. There's another first down as Yellow Hella threw the ball. Madras now is running. Managed to get another first down after breaking a lot of tackles. Manila passes to Wake is a touchdown. That's a nice drive from the Bandits. Well, Actual is doing something actually and getting a first down for the Legends. Prospect passing. And there was a... who was that? I don't know who it was that dropped the ball, but the Legends didn't move the ball very well, and the Bandits have it back, and Split Cap gets a nice 36-yard catch. Madras now running again. Gets another first down. Nobody seemed to be able to catch him. Or is the Legends... Wake drops the ball. It seems that like the Legends defense is not what it all pumped up to be. And neither is their offense. Angle Poise managed to get 8 yards, and Prospect does get a first down. Ooh, that was a nice pancake there. And then he coughs up the ball, and Spoons on Maple picks it up. Manila to Wake, 15 yards. Yellow Hella passes, that's Wake again, he just ups out of bounds. Madras runs past everybody, and that's another touchdown. 78 plays left, and it's also already 3-0 to the Bandits. But the Angle Poise does a nice run there for 11 yards. Prospect looking for a pass, finds Angle Poise, who almost gets another first down. Actual here trying to get it, but it's stopped. Angle Poise managed to get a first down. Prospect passes for 5 yards. Actual, no, he can only get 1 yard. Can Angle Poise do it again? No. He is stopped once again, and the Bandits take over the ball. And the Bandits, they have scored every single time they have been on a run here. Maybe the Legends can stop them now for the first time. They do. Nice. Actual goes one way, and then changes direction and managed to get the first down. Then it's failed on the first down there, and Prospect can't do anything either. Angel Poise drops the ball, and they're stopped. Manila trying to get the ball moving, but can't. It seems like the Bandits have stalled a little bit here. That's deflected by Bloodshot, and an Actual is stopped behind the line. Angle Poise as well, 0 yards, and once again stop, tackle for a loss. There's Wake who managed to get a first down after a 12-yard catch. Yellow Hella passes to Wake, who breaks one tackle, but it's then stopped. It's 18 yards. Madras is stopped Manila looking for a pass, finds a split cap, who breaks a tackle and is going in for a touchdown for nothing as we're nearing halftime. And there's a interception for split cap. Will it be a... No! It's almost a pick six, but not. And Manila finished the job and gets in for a 5-0. And this is a complete massacre going on here. Angle poise. Can he do something? Well, he tries it, running all kinds of different directions at the same time. Prospect gets stopped after running in one direction. There's a bad pass and it's deflected by Taliban. Yellow Hella trying to get through and actually manages, moving very, very slowly. And then gets bounced the other way for a couple of yards. Madras is stopped immediately. Mani passes to nobody. Yellow Hella once again running, but gets stopped and the Legends take over the ball. Actual trying to get something but only get 3 yards. Angle poise, almost the first down. And there's a pass by to Bloodshot. Was it Bloodshot? I think so. Man, personality was it? Prospect this time now. Okay, maybe not. That's a nice pancake and Maple catches him, but only after 13 yards. Actual trying to pass it and his personality. Maple can't catch him, but Madras can. Angle poise gets stopped behind the line. They're down at the 17 line here. Can they continue this drive? No, they can't. They're stopped once again. And Manila looking for a pass, finds Wakequake, who fumbles the ball, but Manila picks it up and carry it 12 another yards. Yellow Hella passes to Wakequake, but it was only for 6 yards. Madras now trying to get it and actually managed to get a first down on the second downer. Manila passes, Wakequake 3 yards. Yellow Hella, nice pass, but it's dropped by split cap. Oh, split cap drops it again. What is he doing? Then Angle Poise gets help from Gutbust with a nice block and gets 11 yards. Prospect, will they be able to score at least one here? 23 plays left. Actual only gets 2 yards and Angle Poise gets nothing. Manila passes. Wakequake gets first down, and there is Wakequake again for 9 yards. Madras passes to Wakequake, breaks a tackle and gets 17 yards on that pass. Manila is running away from everybody, gets 7 yards. Nice pass there to split cap, and this time he catches it and gets a touchdown. Second touchdown on the game for split cap there. Here is Personality, who slaps Manila in the face and gets 34 yards on that catch. Prospect. No. Was that Prospect? I don't know who that was. Prospect gets sacked by split cap, bro. That's embarrassing. And the Bandits take over the ball once again. And they have won this one. So I was so caught up in the game, so I didn't even realize that they're 6 yards up, 6 scores up. Manila managed to get 19 yards on a nice run, and then Madras gets a pass and it's another touchdown, 7-0. The Bandits have slowed down a little bit in the second half, but there's another turnover. Manila intercepted by Yellow Hella, passes to nobody. Madras running and gets another touchdown. Third touchdown on the game for him. And I guess it's over right about now. Prospect gets a nice run there at the end, but Shermer Legends are well and truly beaten by the Bandits. Bandits Spoons of Maple gets player of the game with 84 fan points. And we have to go down to Nathan Madras with 41 to get someone who... No. Randolph Taliban would have ended up after Nathan Madras. That is 27 fan points the maximum. That is not good. But good game by the Bandits. 8-0 over the Sherman Legends. Next up is Iron Forge University against the Stampede. And The Iron Forge, they are in the playoffs. The Stampedes, they are not, and they can't reach it either. So all of these games are basically meaningless. But it's a way to see the players. The Guardians, they have a nice set of players. Have we Jojo and Freya. Merc Gusto is nice to see. Probably one of the best gunner covers in the league. For the Stampede, of course, we have Gorgeous Leonard. He is a sight to behold. Along with Prax Daughters, they have really good catching team, but I think it's the blocking that letting them down. Ooh, it's a hot all day. So let's see who can benefit the most of that. Terror Tree with a nice run for the Stampede. Gets 8 yards. Slippy combination passes to Daughters, who gets another 21 yards. That's a bad pass. Bad pass. Yeah. Slow. There. Terror Tree. Running. Bad pass again. And it's stalled. Gusto managed to get 18 yards after a pass from Yo-Yo. And then Marks smashes through for a first down. And Yo-Yo now running. Managed to get 22 yards and of course a first down. Marks gets smashing and just again the hardcore rattling there. And Yo runs in for a touchdown. That's deflected by Gusto. Pass to no one. And here is Galaxy. And so, well, passing doesn't matter. We run, but it failed. And the Iron Forge take over again. Meteor passes, but it's a bad pass there. Yo passes another bad pass. Can Marks? No. And the Stampede stopped them there. Now Daughters managed to catch the ball. Jackaroo catches her, but after 40 yards combination to Gorgeous Leonard, who breaks one tackle, gets yeah, he got help from behind there and managed to get in for a touchdown. And who was it that couldn't do anything? I don't know. But Marks. It was Yo who couldn't get anything. But this time Gusto gets a pass for 16 yards. Yo passes to Marks, who avoids one tackle, avoids another tackle, and then gets help. And almost gets down to the 2-yard line, and Marks then runs in. That was a really nice catch-run combination. Leonard catches the ball and breaks a tackle from 3 players before he's brought down by Gusto. And Galaxy passes to nobody once again. And then Daughters catches it for a very nice catch there and gets another touchdown. Oh, Gusto drops the ball. You can't do that, Gusto. You're supposed to be really good. Marks breaks some tackles but only gets 2 yards. And then Dory intercepts the ball. There's a turnover. Jackaroo intercepts the ball. And then Gusto drops the ball again. What is wrong with Gusto today? He must have washed his hand. This time he catches it. And he runs away. But he does not get a first down. There is a touchdown. Cleopatra Strangulate. And Iron Forge is fighting here like to actually stay ahead. Galaxy and Terror Tree, 2 Daughters, who break some tackles and manage to get 32 yards. Slippy to Leonard, who easily breaks 1 tackle and it takes 3 players to bring him down. Then Galaxy runs down to the 1-yard line and Terror Tree gets in 3-3. Where was this play before Stampede? Strangulate with a 15-yard catch. And there's another turnover. Beastie intercepts the pass. And gets and then Terror Tree gets 4. We're at halftime. This 3-3. And the Stampede are standing up really good here. Galaxy passes. That's deflected by Ratsati. And Iron Forge take over again. Gusto with a catch. 16 yards after a pass from Yo. And there's a really nice pass. Strangulate catches it. And another catch. And another catch. And Strangulate is really slow. Marks That's a really nice run for a touchdown. Territory passes, but it's dropped by Daughters. They have dropped. There's a lot of people who have dropped balls today, is it? Are the sweaty hands? That's Meteor deflects the ball. And Yo is up for it again. Marks with the pass to Gusto, who woof, he just disappears. And it's 5-3. And here's Daughters, who catches it for a couple of yards. And there's Gusto with a interception. And down at the 10-yard line, and I think Iron Forge now have won this game because Yo is about to get another touchdown, 6-3. And unless they score on this one, we're gonna get the speed up. Galaxy once again throws nobody. 30 plays left, and Gusto is about to score another touchdown. Second touchdown on the game for Gusto there. But here is Daughters trying to do the same, but can't. It's not fast enough. Galaxy passes. Meteor gets his first interception of the career. Congratulations for him. Yo. 14-yard run there. Meteor passes to Yo, who managed to smash his way to a first down. Marks passes. Strangulate is not quite there. But Gusto is. Nice pass in the middle. Gusto have snuck in from the sideline. Daughters avoids Gusto and avoids everybody and drops the ball, but Territory picks it up. And once again, Galaxy throws to nobody. And there is Sati with an interception. First time for a career as well. Wow, there's a lot of first times here. And it's 8-3 to the Iron Forge. Territory with the pass to Gorgeous Leonard. But he only gets 40 yards. There is a touchdown for Leonard. That's a nice for him. And then Marks gets a pass. It's a turnover. Wheelchair intercepts the pass. There's a lot of interceptions and fumbles and things in this game. And then Galaxy is trying to find something. Managed to find Leonard. And that's deflected. And there's another deflection. Will he get it? No, Daughters can't get it anywhere. Gusto managed to get 12 yards. Then Marks runs for 1. Meteor runs for 3, and that's deflected, and that's the last play. The Hill Valley Stampede lose towards the Iron Forge University. Player of the game is Ratsati. Oh, I think he was a lineman. Yeah, but he got 1 interception and 3 pass deflections. That's good. Prax Daughters gets hit for the Stampede with 37 fan points, but it's way too little. Well, next on the chopping block is the Volcanoes against the Storm, 2 teams who are at the bottom. But the Storm do have a really good offense, but they have not get it to click defensively. So Volcanoes, yeah, they have some players who are interesting to see. Pep Stroganoff, Terra Brainiac, but haven't just... No, Pep Stroganoff, he's not really good. And he's also a hothead. Well, the Storm have Wells Fargo is a really good runner, but they don't have much more. Karen Budgie, yeah. Sarah Dawn, yeah, nice to see. Okay, we're gonna start this off with Wells Fargo, who is gonna see what he can do. Either he does a really good run or he's stuffed after minus yards. That's usually how it is. We'll see if he can get anything done. I think the Storm is going to win this. They have looked a little bit better than there, but Dawn now drops the ball. That's a good start. Fiddler trying to run it instead and does not get a first down. The Volcanoes are on it. Brainiac. He gets 1 yard. Impressive. Stroganoff gets 4. Even more impressive. Then Grante managed to get a first down. Well, and Brainiac is doing his best to try to stop the opposition, but it's futile. Stroganoff now looking for a pass and gets it. Keybunt catches for 9 yards. And the Volcanoes are threatening here. Brainiac passes. It's Thisto who gets in for a touchdown. Maybe I was wrong on who's going to win this. And Fargo was trying to throw it, he couldn't. Lean Meat not getting anywhere, and Fiddler gets some help but gets stopped. And the Volcanoes seem to actually be the team that is driving the ball much more impressively, because Stroganov is just getting a lot of first down there. Grante doesn't get anywhere. Brainek looking for a pass maybe? No, yes he did, but he got sucked by Dawn. And Stroganov managed to get a first down. Me who's saying that he hasn't looked very good, now he's all of a sudden must have heard me and he's playing decently. Brainek passes to Thisto, who gonna go in for his second touchdown of the game. Now Fargo is finally getting some yards, but only 9. So let's see if Lean Meat can get anything. Well, trying breaking tackles and getting there, but they just can't get the move on. They're stalling out every single time here, the Storms. The Volcanoes, they stalled out this time anyway as well. Fargo, now he finally got through. And he's getting some distance with 22-yard run there. Lean Meat is trying to run it and actually gets the first down as well. Have the Storm now finally figured out how to do this. Fiddler, no, he doesn't get anywhere. And then Keybunt deflects the pass. Lean Meat looking for a pass. It's intercepted by Dextric. And then Thisto caught the ball for 5 yards. Stroganov finds Brainek, who is setting off and gets a 17-yard on that catch. Grante this time. Yeah, somehow he gets through. I don't really know how, but he did, and he breaks another tackle. Gets 23 yards. Then Greyball sacks the ball carrier. I think it was Brainek. And Stroganov gets through and gets another touchdown. What is happening? And there's another turnover. Keybunt. And the Volcanoes are doing this really well. Keybunt catches that one as well for 20 yards. Volcanoes are letting score again, and Stroganov just runs through. Is down to the 0-yard line. Grante gets sacked by Lean Meat. Brainek gets stuffed as well, and there's a goal line stand there. Now finally they get a pass to Doyle, who gets 27 yards. Lean Meat is running it. That's not a good idea. Fiddler is running it as well. He doesn't get much. Fargo, can he passes, and that's deflected by Keybunt. And the Volcanoes take over again. We are closing in on halftime. Stroganov is actually doing a pretty decent game. So Brainek passes. Now it's intercepted by Fargo. And he's getting some help to move it, and he everybody was trying to help him to actually move the ball some distance there. Here is finally Dawn gets in for a touchdown for the Storm. Just before halftime. Are the Storm gonna wake up here? Brainek passes to Thisto. He gets 14 yards. Stroganov getting through, but only getting 6 yards. Grante, what can he do? Nothing. Then Brainek again passes and ahead of Thisto. And the stalled. Here's Boyle, who is getting a pass and getting 30 yards. Lean Meat looking for a pass. He decided that they were going to pass the ball all of a sudden now, because why not? Dawn gets 28 yards. Then Fiddler is trying to get through but can't. Fargo with the pass. It's another touchdown for Dawn. So the only ones that can actually score touchdowns here seem to be Fiddler and Dawn. And now the Volcanoes are at it again. 2nd and 8. Brainek gets stopped for 0 yards. 3rd and 8. And they actually... Oh! Managed to stop Stroganov at the very end there. Then Dawn get a catch and get 21 yards. Are they going to equalize here? Well, Dawn is certainly on the move. Gets 25 yards. Fiddler. Oh, Boyle drops it. He was completely free. Was definitely going to score if he had gotten there. But Fargo gets a really nice run, 16 yards. Then Lean Meat brings it back forward nothing. Fiddler is trying as well. Fargo passes. Oh, it's outside. They're stopped. Then Stroganoff catches and breaks free and gets a 23-yard. Stroganoff now passes, gets it to whoever that was in the middle. But Granted can't get anywhere. Brainache managed to break free and gets 7 yards for another first down. Stroganoff gets stumped in the middle. Granted gets stumped. Can they get this? Oh, they stopped. And the Storm have another chance to equalize here. Lean Meat get a catch. Then tries to run it. Fiddler looking for a pass. It's deflected. Fargo, last chance. It's to Boyle. Who wasn't an injury there? Yes, it was an injury. Keybond got thumped by Boyle. That's why he was so free. Okay, third down here. Fargo. No. 16 plays left. And there's a pass to Thisto, who is running it. 23 yards. It seems like the Volcanoes are gonna take this one. Who is that? That's Neutron. Oh, he's in for Keybond. Brainache. 10 yards. You know, first down. Then Stroganoff continue to prove me wrong. Yeah, Neutron, he decides to run it for 11 yards. Brainache passes. Thisto caught it for 7 yards. And Stroganoff, well, now he looks like Stroganoff. Audible, yeah. Neutron getting a first down, and they are threatening to score here. Are they? Oh, they're under 15. Yeah, Thisto is gonna score. 4-2 to the Volcanoes. Who, and then that's dropped by Fiddler. Second. And we have last play of the game. It's caught by Neutron. Player of the game with Wells Fargo with 56 and interception, 2 pass deflections. Stroganoff 45 for the Volcanoes. So, and next one is a game who's gonna, I think, only can go in one direction. It's one of the worst teams in the league against one of the better teams. And why they are so bad? Well, he only knows. They have some decent players. Volpino has played well since he came in. Barney Danger State have played decently. I think it's the blocking line that is letting them down, if you see the difference here. Sharks, on the other hand, Vincent Dreamshot. And Glib Sponsorship. Marky Mark. Marky Mark has actually been worse in Danger State. Yeah, both. Okay. It's another beautiful day for some Brutalball, and Rimshot is going to start with the ball. Blaze is giving a pre-game speech. And Volpino is debuffing people. Shoot. No, doesn't get it anywhere. This guy passes, and Mark gets it. Rimshot now was trying to run it. Was trying to get some help, but nobody wanted. So he's stalled. That's a bad pass, but Strongways managed to catch it and break free for 24 yards. This guy is looking for a pass. He finds Mark. That's a really nice pass there. 26 yards. Rimshot is looking for Strongways, who then gets in and gets a score for the Sharks. Let's now see how Fright Knights can answer to this. Well, Danger State is running away. 33 yards, that's the longest catch so far today. Volpino is sacked by Malcontent. Okay, passes to nobody. And that's about as we've seen from the Fright Knights. Falling out, not really doing anything, and then their defense isn't really working at all. Man to shoot. Well, he got stopped there by them, yeah. Once is nothing. Then there was a weird pass, and the Fright Knights is on it again. actually did manage to stop them, but there is a Shoot managed to intercept the ball and gets it a fair distance. Rim shot, passes, 2 strong ways. Second touchdown of the game. Volpino passes to Kane, 7 yards. And they're praising blocking here. Toffee couldn't catch that one. There's a turnover. Mark intercepts the ball. Second interception, and rim shot gets some help so that he can get 11 yards on the first down. Shoot passes, that's a bad pass. But he did manage to catch it, whoever it was. Rim shot again. Managed to get it to strong ways, and that's a first down after 13 yard. Shoot. Passes. Ooh, he did catch it, but it was outside of the end zone. This guy, now 2 rim shot, 3rd touchdown. 73 plays in, and there's already 3-0. But Barney now gets a nice pass. He gets 43 yards. That's like an average of over 40 yards a day. Selfish is injured and by Glib sponsorship, and that was also a fumble there that got the Sharks back the ball. Which basically is that Danger State managed to get it up some yards, and then they lose the ball. And now they actually managed to get it back here, and now what can Volpino do? He gets sacked. Kane passes to strong ways, deflects it, streaks. Looking for a pass, but that's deflected by Shoot. And then we have the Sharks on it again. Rimshot managed to get a first down. This guy, he gets sacked by Moth. Rimshot. Oh, yeah, he might. Oh. Only getting 11 yards. And that wasn't enough because he had been sacked before. But there is the first down. This guy that has to run it this time, 5 yards. Rimshot, looking for a pass. Finds this guy, but it's only 2 yards. Shoot. Passes. Touchdown. Moth is injured for the Fright Nights by Glib sponsorship. Calypso Shifter is now in. Not only are they winning, they are also decimating the opponent. That's the brutal ball we like. Rimshot is now back with the ball. Passes to Shoot. Fright Night stalled out again. Now Shoot is injured. Fright Night takes some kind of a revenge at Thaddeus Kane. And Alan Bombs is in, and he passes directly for 5 yards to Shoot. But that was not enough, and the Fright Nights take over. Well, that's deflected by Mark. That's deflected by Bombs. And Streaks, he's stopped immediately. Now Rimshot, what can he do? Well, he finds some blood on the floor. But now Mark gets 20 yards after a pass from this guy. Bombs passes, nice pass to Strong Ways, who managed to get 14 yards, and they're trying to score again here, which they won't do. This guy looking for a pass. That's deflected in the end zone by Streaks. Bombs passes to Ways. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. Volpino, nice pass to Shift, but that is not a very fast bastard. Shift again, but he's brought down by Mark once again. That's actually pretty good start of the game for him there. Streaks now finds it and hits the touchdown. Ooh! And you know what? We're gonna speed this up a little bit. Bombs passes to Strong Ways. Shift is trying to tackle, but he's a bastard, so we can't. Strong Ways, he gets 11 yards. This guy passes to Bombs, but he gets nothing. Bombs now passes again. Mark catches it. Rimshot gets sacked by Kane, and that's a thrown away ball. And Kane now gets sacked by sponsorship. And that's a turnover. This guy intercepts the ball. Rimshot managed to get it. 16 yards. And there's another touchdown for the Sharks. There's sponsorship with his 3rd sack of the game. And Shifter gets another catch. Streaks. Oh, there is Danger State. They had almost seemed to have forgotten that it existed. But it doesn't. Mark deflects the pass. Then Strong Ways deflects the pass. Then Peace Goat sacks the ball carrier. Rimshot gets 6 yards. This guy passes to Alan Bombs, who managed to get a first down for 7 yards. Bombs again to Mark. And that's thrown out. This guy passes, and that's a first down. When Mark caught it, then Mark catches it again, and again, and again. He catches a lot of things, but it doesn't get very far after he catches it. Now Rimshot is trying to run it, and it does really good. Cobalt Toffee is killed. There we go. There is a kill. Bye-bye coffee. No more coffee. Some people are gonna get very disappointed that they don't get their coffee in the morning. The Fright Nights thing just can't get a break. And the bombs. Oh, who did the killing? It was Strongbag Malcontent who did the killing. And player of the game is Glib sponsorship, 3 sacks, not many tackles, but 2 injuries. He gets 91 fan points. Thaddeus Kane gets it for Fright Nights with 25. Not even the worst player on the Blackwater Sharks were worse. This guy got 33. Wow. That is, yeah. Well, we are at game 8 now, and it's the Havoc against the Plagues. And yet again, 2 teams who have, seems to be struggling. Well, it's the last game of the season. Ooh, it's a bloody field. Can we get some more? We just had a death. Maybe some more. For the Havocs, they have this kind of team that no player really stands out. That explains this, maybe. For the Plagues, Unblood. Yeah. Well, just play the game. It's a bloody field. Can we get some much nice injuries and something like that? Just because of the bloody field, probably not going to happen anything. But Hunblood is going to start with the ball for the Plague. Can they bring the Plague? No, they won't do. He gets sacked immediately. Remington now looking for a pass. Takes a very long time, then passes to Hunblood for 3 yards. That was impressive. Please listen, he doesn't get anywhere. And Havoc is taking over. Turn off, he gets sacked immediately by Boost. Then overhead. He managed to get a nice stare. Listen, his kill is not killed. He's injured immediately by Mascot. Maybe this will be a brutal game. Galore tried to get there, but and then the ball is picked up. I don't know. Somebody picked it up. That's a nice first down by Swindle, who caught the ball for 12 yards. Boost is trying to do it. He's weird. Is it something weird? Yeah, that's something weird. Something weirdly. He goes off for a 15-yard scamper. And Gammon catches the ball and breaks a tackle for overhead and gets 19 yards. Boost avoids a couple of tackles, but then is brought down after 7 yards. Weirdly now passes. That's Queep gets an interception. And the ball is trying to get, and then Tongs gets sacked again. And that was a lot of weird things going on. And then the ball was thrown for 9 yards, but it was not enough. Swindle managed to catch it and gets 15 yards and a new first down. Boost. He gets stuff behind the line. Weirdly, he gets stuff behind the line as well. Can Hun do anything? He passes. Gammon catches. Gammon is gonna go for a touchdown for the Plague. Then Queep catches the ball and runs for 22 yards. Overhead. To Queep again. And only 9 yards this time. Bongler. He finds Turnoff. And then Galore catches it. Overhead is trying to run through, but can't. He's stopped. There's a first down by, I think it was Queep. He caught it from Bongler. And there is Galore. Who catches it once again. And the Havocs are slowly moving towards the touchdown, which they just got there. Han can't do anything. Boost is doing everything, but then he fumbles the ball. Queep catches it, and there's another touchdown for the Havoc. That was a fast one. Unblood, well, he hasn't really been doing much this game at all. Something weirdly, he gets stuffed immediately, and the Havocs take the ball back. That's a fit. I can't see the bloody ball on this field. Bongler throws, Queep catches. Is he gonna? Yep, he going all the way. He avoids a tackle there at the end and goes in for a touchdown. Boost. I don't know what he had been doing, but he wasn't bringing any boost to that at all. And then he runs for nothing, and Havocs have the ball back. And Turnoff catches it for a couple of yards, and then Overhead is trying to run it. He's been one of the few who haven't actually done much on the Havoc team. Galore catches for 22 yards, and they're threatening to score again, which they do. Galore 4-1 now, and the Havoc have taken a comfortable lead, but we know that comfortable leads are never comfortable. Something weirdly just ran it for 1 yard and is stopped. That's deflected by Swindle. Overhead, Wiener can't catch him, and he gets the first down. Bongler passes, there's a turnover. Han Blood intercepts the ball. Let's see what he can do now when it's halftime. Passes to someone for 8 yards, and there's a first down. Boost through the ball. Weirdly, it's an interception. A turn. Galore catches it and gets 12 yards. Overhead actually managed to get something this time and gets 17 yards, and I think we're gonna speed this up a little bit because Queep just scored another touchdown and it's 5-1, and we're going to give up a little bit. Something weirdly actually managed to do something here. He gets 8 yards, but it's too little, and the Havocs are at it again. Overhead 4 yards. There's another interception by Han Blood, who seems to be going for player of the game with 2 interceptions. Han Blood now passes to Swindle, who gets a touchdown, 5-2. That's deflected by Han Blood. Bongler passes. That's deflected well, and all of a sudden the Plagues have woken up. We get another first down there. Weirdly, 3 yards. Blood passes. Swindle 12 yards. We might have to slow this down. What is the third down now? Blood to Gammon. All right, we'll slow this down again. Let's see, they have 24 plays left, and there's another touchdown. Now another interception by Han Blood. Now he's definitely going to get player of the game. 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions from Han Blood, having a really good game there. Remington can't do anything and weirdly managed to get a first down, and the Plagues are actually threatening here again. How did they wake? No, there is Bongler with the interception. There's a lot of interceptions, not a lot of... Hey guys, you're supposed to be injuring each other on a bloody field, not throwing interceptions left and right. Overhead gets through and gets 28 yards. And I think time is running out for the Plagues. It needs to stop very, very fast. It's deflected there. And there's a first down for the Havocs. Turn off. And Overhead gets it. And there's a touchdown. And I think that's it for the Plague. There's really nothing they can do. 8 plays left. Something weirdly gets sacked by Overhead. And Havoc take the ball back. And Queep catches it for 13 yards. Overhead trying to run it. Gets only 2 yards. Bongler passes. Is deflected by Quicks. Overhead gets stopped. 3 plays left. Handblood. I think Handblood is actually going to get player of the game despite they're losing. Weirdly gets first down. Yeah. Handblood gets player of the game with 77 fan points, 3 interceptions, 2 pass deflections, 1 tackle. Not much more. Hook's mascot gets it for the Havocs with 66 pancakes. And 1 sack. And 1 injury. Alrighty. Next up is the Outlaws against the Spectres. 2 teams who are just behind going to the playoffs. The Spectres might might be close. Actually, who is? There's 8 teams, so Pandas are in, Knights are in, Bandits are in, Iron Forge are in, Sharks are in, Abandoned, and Robots. No, the Spectres are out. But we're gonna watch the game anyway. The Outlaws, they have a team that isn't really bringing any superstars to the party. Spectres, they have a nice lineman there with Bushy Grid. Other than that, they have Boot Terrain, but he's a horrible linebacker. But they have Tone Penta. Yeah, he's always a delight to see. Even though he hasn't brought up so many yards, Linda Mayfuse actually have more. Yeah, but he was playing blocker for a while. Ah, yeah, that's right. It's a beautiful day for some Brutalball. Boot Terrain is gonna start with the ball for the Spectres. Can we get some nice Tone Penta passes? Because when he passes it, he's off. No, Bo decides to run it instead. Ruby decides to run it as well. Just throw the blood. No, McGuffin runs it. Sunflower. No, I'm gonna put this up to one a little bit more. Roman managed to catch it. You see they're Spectres. The Outlaws know what it is. Throw the ball. They throw it again, and Lightning gets 16 yards. They're threatening to score immediately here, but and then Bushy Grid sacks the ball carrier and throw them out. Okay. The Rain is trying to run it as well. Immediately there is a throw, but it's failed. McGuffin are running it. Okay. Spectres, how did you get 5 wins? The Outlaws now take the lead. Appetite sacks the ball carrier. Ruby running. Now she gets some yards. They're 10 yards. McGuffin gets sacked. They lose the ball once again. Oh, Sunflower runs it, and then Camps catches it. Gizzard passes. 2 Camps. Who is not fast enough to get it, but gets 10 or 9 yards. And then Gizzard catches it in the end zone for another touchdown. Hughes catches it for 8 yards. Ruby gets stomped. McGuffin gets stopped, and Outlaws take it over again. Sunflower now gets a free lane and gets 14 yards on that run. Lightning passes. That's deflected by Ruby. Gizzard is looking for a pass. That's turnover. Cooperation intercepts the pass. Bo has decided that the only thing he's going to do today is run. And there's a nice pass to Tone Penta. But he must have gotten a smack there because we're running in a completely different direction. Hey, Rain actually threw the ball there, but it was not enough. And Gizzard now, oh, he's running away. 35 yards. Lightning. Oh, she's stomped. There's a nice pass to Roman, who gets 26 yards. Sunflower gets stopped. Lightning passes to Roman again. That's another first down. Gizzard gets stopped for 1 yard. Sunflower is going on the outside and going in for a touchdown. 3rd touchdown for the Outlaws. Ruby gets stopped immediately. McGuffin looking for pass. Bushy Grid has a season-ending injury in the last game of the season. It's like, yeah, we'll see you soon. Sunflower. Gizzard, no, can't do anything. But there is a touchdown. Green Gizzard gets another touchdown. Outlaws now lead with 4. There's a sack by Appetite. McGuffin gets stuffed on his run. Outlaws once again take over. Camps catches for 14 yards. Lightning to Roman, who only gets 9 yards. 2nd and 1. And it's halftime. There's a nice pass to Roman, who gets in for a touchdown. The Rain looking for a throw. Finds Fuse, who actually managed to get a first down now. Ruby. Bad pass there. McGuffin trying to run it but can't. 3rd time. Terrain have actually now decided that maybe throwing the ball is the best decision. Guessing McGuffin for 29 yards. Susie follows suit and passes it, but only for 1 yard. But Guffin now passes it, but not very good. You need to pass it forward. That's deflected by Lightning, and Outlaws are taking over the ball again. Now Lightning gets sacked by Corporation. Gizzard passes. That's only for 3 yards. Now Penta. There he goes. 39 yards. Pass it to Penta. Yeah, McGuffin drops the ball. Now McGuffin's gonna throw it back very badly. Terrain passes. Hughes touchdown. Sunflower. But gonna speed this up because it's 5-1. Gizzard now with a nice run for 30 yards. That's really good. Roman drops the ball. The Fuse deflects the pass. Awful Camps managed to catch that one in traffic and gets 21 yards. And Camps catches the ball again for 12 yards. Lightning runs for 2. Gizzard gets stopped behind the line. That's deflected by Terrain. And Terrain passes. That's deflected by Sunflower. Ruby now is trying to run it, but doesn't get very far. Neither does McGuffin. And the Outlaws take over again here. But the defenses have decided that something is good. Johnny Appetite is in there, but Dog Corporation bash out in the line there. Camps now scores another touchdown. That's his 5th. He only scored 5 touchdowns. Penta caught the ball for 20 yards. Huh, I thought Camps had scored more. McGuffin runs for 5. Terrain looking for a pass. Finds Penta. He gets 30 yards. There's an interception. Sunflower intercepts the pass. 12 plays left. His Hate Blender comes in. Let's come in. and I can understand why he's not in the team all the time. He's not very good. And here is Penta. Finally, he gets a nice pass. Will they reach him? Yes, they will. But he gets 63 yards on that pass. There's a touchdown by Penta. Throw the ball to him. Here is Camps with an 11-yard catch. Gizzard gets stops. 3 plays left. Sunflower passes to Hate Blender. And Sunflower gets nothing, and Gizzard gets nothing. The Outlaws win that easily, 6-2. Johnny Appetite gets player of the game with an injury and 3 sacks. Dog Corporation gets it for the Spectres with 56 fan points. An interception and an injury and 1 sack. And here we have, I think no, they are at the bottom. Junkers are the worst team and Fright Nights is second worst. These are the 3rd and 4th worst teams, I think. And that's going to be an interesting game. It is Lightning against the Hazard. But the Lightning, they have some good players. They have Nicholas Bullrun. Tessero Mahoney is pretty nice, but hasn't put up much. They it is in the block in the line here that they have some problem. They have, I don't know why Kennedy is a blocker, but you go you. The Hazard Director is a nice player. Indecent Gary is a decent player. I think Deathblood hasn't played very much. I think they've got 1 player injured or killed or something like that. But the Flames are starting the ball, and it's a beautiful day for Brutalball here on the very red field of the Iron Forge. Director starting with a nice run. And Aquarius with a not so nice run, and then when Mendoka can't get it, Director managed to get a first down. Is she gonna lead the team today? Aquarius, then Mendoka again. Director, 3rd down, need to get a first, and managed to get a first down. Oh, she's bound to be smashed. There's a nice pass, but it's deflected by Flying. And are they gonna stall here, or is Director gonna save them once again? Aquarius passes, that's deflected by Ripple Stick. Mendoka now actually managed to get some yards, and Director is getting it again. Aquarius gets sacked. Mendoka managed to get in for a touchdown. That was a nice drive. But Bull Run is showing that he can do it as well after a 21-yard run there. Playback gets 5 yards. Ripple stick passes to fly in. Caught the ball for 9 yards. Bull Run tries to throw it this time, not very good. Playback, no, can't do anything. Ripple stick passes, that's not enough. And Iron Forge are taking over again. And Director has really been dominating so far. Every single time getting a first down. Mendoka getting a nice run here, breaking tackles, and gets 27 yards on that run. Director, now she gets sacked. Aquarius gets stomped. Mendoka running through, can't get the first down, and Lightning managed to stop that drive. Bull Run threw the ball for there, and then Capone sacks the ball carrier, and then Gary sacks the ball carrier. Bull Run tried to run it. Well, he actually managed to get it. I don't know how he did that. Playback now smashes through and gets... Yikes. My hamster just screamed in the background. I was like, what the... I don't know what that kind of noise was. I gotta check on it after this game. Whoa, it was actually screaming. Aquarius passes to Rubblefish. I don't know if that... I don't think that scream came up on the mic, but man. I didn't even know that hamsters could scream like that. Death Blossom managed to get a touchdown for Iron Forge, who are in the lead 2-0. Playback runs for 1 yard. And then Capone gets a second sack for the game. Let's get amputated. Somewhat is not only get amped. Director gets a very nice run. Was it run or the ball run? Gatsux is injured by Cuddles. Mendoka gets sacked by Cuddles. Cuddles having a good there, and Director can't get a first down. Capone gets his third sack of the game. Playback gets 8 yards. Rimplestick gets sacked by Capone. Now Director gets the first down. Aquarius having the ball, and it's halftime, 2-0 for the Iron Forge. Mendoka gets stuffed. Director, can she do it again? Well, yes. And actually a touchdown this time as well. Second touchdown on the game. Bull Run gets nothing. Playback gets 4 yards. And the Lightning are... well, they're actually driving it now. They get a first down. Bull Run 4 yards. Playback then, but the Director deflects the ball. Mahoney managed to get a first down. Bull Run passes. Who was that? I have no clue. Playback. Almost the first down. Rimplestick gets sacked by Capone. He's trying to set a new sack record for the college league here. Capone is hungry. Yeah, you're showing it. Director now getting a really nice run with 19 yards. 187 runs there. Rubblefish catches, but he ain't gonna get very far. But 24 yards. That's deflected by Rimplestick after a pass from Mendoka. Director now won't get a first down. But then she catches it instead and gets a first down. If she can't get anywhere running, she catches instead. Director walks through and gets a touchdown. She is completely dominating this game. And she's a rookie. Yeah. Rimplestick. Director smashes through. Aquarius passes to Death Blossom. And Mendoka looking for a pass. Gets Aquarius. It's a touchdown. 5-0 to the Flames. And we'll speed this up now. That's a failed throw. Rimplestick to Playback, who actually gets a first down. And Aquarius is injured by Mahoney. Bull Run tried to get it, but can't. That's the first down for Playback. Mahoney catches the ball. And Bull Run actually gets 6 yards on the first down, but there's only 17 plays left, and it's 5-0 for the Iron Forge. That's thrown out. Bull Run No, that's the director again. 232 rushing yards. Wally go round is in, and he gets nothing. Director didn't manage to get a first down there, and Lightning is taking over. Mahoney catches the ball for 20 yards. Playback. Gets 5 yards. Rimple stick. Passes for a first down. Ball run gets stomped. Fly managed to catch that ball. But that's thrown out. 4 plays left. Director gets another first down. He's been really dominating this game. Wally go around. And Director once again. But despite that, it's still Two-Tone Capone who gets player of the game with 67 fan points. Due to his 5 sacks. Director gets 56 fan points. And Cuddles gets a sit for the Lightning with 48. Two more games to play, and 2 more games that is bound to be complete shutouts. We have the Abandoned against the Junkers. Abandoned, one of the better teams. Junkers, definitely the worst team. So let's see how this one goes. Junkers, what do they have? Really not much. Meats is a decent gunner. And Mumsy has actually run quite a lot. Especially compared to the Abandoned. Oh, Bonnie Restrict is the new player. Nice. And then in the Abandoned, Juan Console, of course, a nice player. Preston Dusk, Quincy Tractor, all of them are doing their work. And let's see how it goes. Beautiful day for some Brutalball, and Quincy Tractor is going to start with the ball, the rookie. Let's see what he can do against the Junkers. Everybody loves each other. Well, not him, but anyway. Tractor running on the outside, getting 8 yards. That's a sack from President. Dusk gets sacked by President. And the Junkers actually take the ball back and then gets a first down here. And then 4 yards for the first time player. Then Oldface is in it again. And there is Schmeets with a touchdown. What is happening to Junkers? The Tractor now going down for 9 yards. Console passing to Thrifty, who runs into the field and then breaks some tackles and gets 26 yards. Dusk can't get much, but the Tractor is looking for a pass and finds Youngblood, who gets 15 yards on that one. Console now gets sacked, and it's a fumble, and Schmeets pick up the ball and advances the fumble. Lafferty breaks the tackle and gets a first down, and the Junkers are all of a sudden playing like they actually know how to do it. A deflection by in the end zone, but Schmeets now gets a second touchdown of the game. The Junkers have taken the lead by 2-0. Maybe the Abandon already is thinking about the playoffs here. Tractor looking for a pass, can't find anything. Oldface is injured by Penance. And then Youngblood gets a nice pass in the middle and gets 35 yards. Maybe the Abandon wakes up now. Well, Schmeets deflects the ball. Tractor runs into the middle and gets 11 yards on the first down. Console now only 1 yard. Dusk looking for a pass, finds it, touchdown Youngblood. And it seems like now that the Abandon have woken up. Because Smooth John can't get anywhere and neither can Restrict, and the Abandon have the ball again and Tractor gets the first down. And then Console threw the ball and it's another first down. Dusk now to Tractor. Gets another first down. Tractor looking for a pass. Finds it for 3 yards. And there is the equalizing touchdown. And this looks like a lot of games for the Junkers when they actually have played pretty decent in the beginning and then lost it. Because there we have another pass to Youngblood for 14 yards and a first down for the Abandoned. Thrifty gets a pass and gets another first down. Dusk passes, Youngblood touchdown. And the Abandoned have turned this around without not much effort actually. Joan now actually gets a nice run for 17 yards for the Junkers. But then Restrict can't get anywhere. Grim looking for a pass, finds Lafferty, who gets 18 yards. Joan passes, but it's deflected by Console. Restrict now actually managed to get through and gets the first down for 11 yards. And Grim passes to Schmitz, who runs away but is caught by Thrifty. There is Joan, and they are actually threatening to score here again. 3rd and goal, and it's a touchdown for the Junkers. But then Quincy runs for 5 yards for the abandon. Then Console gets stopped after 1. He has 2 carries for 2 yards in this game. Not that much. Dusk managed to get a nice hole and runs for 17 yards. Tractor is stopped behind the line, and Console looking for a pass but can't find it, and then tries to run it instead. It's pass stopped at the 4 yards. Youngblood catches that one and gets 31 yards after a pass from Dusk. Tractor runs for 3 yards, then Console is looking for a pass and finds it, and Tractor gets in for a touchdown. Grim runs for 0 yards for the Junkers, then Restrict gets a pass and managed to get 14 yards. Restrict passes it straight to an abandoned player, but then Tractor throws the ball away and Console throws the ball away. Dusk looking for a pass, finds it, but it's not enough, and the Junkers have the ball back. But that's deflected by Dusk. Joan managed to get a pass to Schmidt. Restrict is trying to get through in the middle but can't. And then Bradley sacks the ball carrier there, and Joan ran the ball for 0 yards. And it's another interception here for but this time for the Junkers, as Grim gets it. Schmitz managed to catch the ball for 26 yards. There's a sack by Bradley, his second for the game. Restrict is trying to run it but only gets 3 yards. Grim looking for a pass, finds it. Nice pass there to Schmitz. Joan ran for 2 yards. Then Bradley tackles the ball carrier for a loss, and the abandon have the ball back, and there Tractor threw for a first down. Console threw it to Thrifty, who managed to get 21 yards on that pass. Dusk now gets sacked by President. Tractor looking for a pass, finds it to Youngblood, but he's already out of gas and can't get anywhere. Console managed to get it to Dusk for a first down. Now Dusk trying to run it and runs around in circles and gets 5 yards. And then Joan sacks the ball carrier, getting sacked by a Rattling. But Console managed to get a nice run for 15 yards, and there is another throw for 19 yards. Console now, can he get it? Yeah, he get it to Thrifty, who is in for a touchdown. Is 5-3. Lafferty managed to catch the ball and runs up the sideline, but he gets 31 yards. Joan is now injured by Carter Penance, and hurry up Sharp, who has coming in again. But that ball is deflected by Dusk, and the Bandon have the ball again with Tractor. Now looking for, oh, nice evasion there by Tractor. Gets 17 yards. Console looking for a pass, finds Thrifty, who slaps Restrict in the face and gets 26 yards. Dusk passes to, I think it was Youngblood, and get another there. And then Dusk catches the ball and gets a 22-yard touchdown. 5 plays left. Sharpo managed to get a ball and gets 26 yards. Then Schmitz managed to avoid some tackles and gets 22 yards, but it's only 3 plays left, and there's the ball thrown away. Restrict finds Lafferty, and Lafferty is actually in for a touchdown. And Mel Torpor for the Junkers is now injured by Bradley. And player of the game is actually Kristen President for the MC Junkers with 4 sacks. With 64 fan points, and Archibald Bradley gets it for the Abandon with 62 fan points. I think that was the first time the Junkers actually got a player of the game. Okay, last play of the regular season. Will the Rue Boys go 10-0, or will the Boulders put a stick in the wheel for them? Rue Boys, they have a pretty decent team. I think Ingrid Tabletop is a very new player, first in the last game, I think. And Hog Mexico is now playing blocker. What? Okay, well, that's a new one. But the boulders do have Turangalog, who is a really good blocker. So let's see how this one goes. Ooh, it's a cold game. There's bound to be some fumbles. Let's see who that benefits. Angelic running for 5 yards. Goris minus only 0. And there is Tomorrow? I don't know. Is it Tomorrow? I haven't seen him before. Goris managed to get okay, that's a first down. And then Gordo catches the ball for 30 yards, and the boulders are moving the ball really well here, and Ancestor is in for a touchdown. Now it's the Rude Boys' turn. Gets only 4 yards on that throw. An overthrow gets stopped after 2. Wisdom gets stopped as well. And the boulders are moving the ball very well here. Goris passes. That is ahead of the receiver. I think it's Tomorrow. His name is Tomorrow. And then Ancestor is trying to get it, but he is stopped. Angelic passes, but stopped there. And there is Tabletop, the Orc. Managed to get 32 yards off that pass, mostly from the pass. Then Overthrow gets a nice run through the middle and 16 yards. That's deflected by Hazardous. Taco can't get anywhere. Overthrow looking for there and finds Wisdom, who charges down and managed to get a touchdown, and it's equalized. Angelic and it's a fumble by Tomorrow, and Taco recovers it and almost gets in for another touchdown. And he finished the job and gets a touchdown there. Gorik now managed to get a first down for the boulders. After a pass, and Gorik now runs it for 8 yards, and Ancestor managed to get a first down. Here is Allison, I think it's Tomorrow. It doesn't show anything. Ancestor managed to run it. Angelic passes, that's deflected by Kid Frenzy. That's a first down from throw from Smoke Taco, and Overthrow managed to run it in for another first down. Wisdom passes to Kid Frenzy. Yeah, he's in the game. He is tackled, but gets 22 yards. And here is Overthrow, who gets another touchdown. Nice run there, 32 yards. And the Rude Boys are showing why they are the best team in the league. But a lot of broken tackles here for Gordo, who managed to get 22 yards. Ancestor is trying to run it through the middle. That's a no-no. Then Tomorrow breaks a tackle from Wisdom and gets 27 yards. Gorik is almost in, and Ancestor is also stopped. But there is a touchdown from Angelical, 3-2. And then Tabletop catches it on the sideline and gonna be chased down by Gorik after 35 yards. Overthrow stopped after 2 yards. Someone wants to drink something not very nice. Kid Frenzy, he is running away from there, and then Overthrow in for a touchdown. That's Allison Tomorrows. Okay, that's the name. Ancestor now getting a nice run for 18 yards. Angelical passes, but it's not anyone there to find it. It's half time, and Gorik is with the ball. Ancestor passes, but no one is there to catch it. That's deflected by Gordo. Tomorrow, Overthrow. Whoa, Smoke Taco is ending the season. It's a season-ending injury for the by Allison Tomorrow. Ooh, that's a brutal player. Yikes. Camilla Roller Skates is in instead. Camille Roller Skates. And then there's a first down for Kid Frenzy. And another for Tabletop. It's being chased down by Goris. And Roller Skates going straight through the middle, but fumbles the ball, and Gordo picks it up and gets it. And Angelic will pass it to Tomorrow's. He gets 19 yards. Gorik passes to Tomorrow's again. Tabletop is injured. Tomorrow's and Snowboard, and then Limelight. I think someone else got exchanged out here, and tomorrow's injured 2 players. That's a brutal demon. Angelico passes to Tomorrow, and Goris is trying to get through but can't. And the Rude Boys have it again, and their Snowboard catches it but is chased down by Tomorrow's. Wisdom can only get 2 yards. Snowboard passing to Wisdom, who is injured by Angelico. A lot of injuries here at the end. Gordo. And Goris now have the ball, passes it, finds, I think it was Tomorrow's. Angelico have the ball to Tomorrow's in the middle there. Goris now passes. Gordo gets a first down, and only 20 plays left. The Boulders really have to step on it if they want to interrupt a the 10 streak win here for the Rude Boys. Ancestor, can he find something? No, he runs instead. He gets the first down. Angelico looking for a pass, finds Tomorrow's. Gets the first down. And Gordo runs straight through the middle. He's stopped for after 1 yard. Ancestor stopped at 3 yards. Angelico passes, deflected by Frenzy. And that ball is thrown out. There's 12 plays left. And he does very fast stop. They don't get it. It's another... Roller skates then gets another first down. Nice snowboard. No, snowboard through it. That's a turnover. And here's Gordo, but he's not fast enough. He's chased down by Mexico. Goris gets nothing. Ancestor can't get it. Okay, last chance. No, they're stopped. 5 plays left, and the Rude Boys have this. But the game was harder than they probably expected. And that's deflected by Angelico. And Snowboard is looking for a pass, finds Hog Mexico, who have moved over and is now playing in his normal position on receiver. That's deflected by Goris. Roller skates passes to absolutely nobody. And player of the game is Allison Tomorrow's, who gets 2 injuries. And actually 192 receiving. That's decent. Hog Mexico gets it for the Rude Boys with 52 fan points. Mostly 29 tackles. Ooh, that's a lot. All right. Oh. We have the MVPs in total is Glib sponsorship. And Rookie of the Year is Glib sponsorship. It's going to be something when he gets there. Yeah, you can look at all this. And this week's top performers, Marky Mark gets it for pass deflections with 4. Tackles for losses, Eyeball Schutz with 2 for the music school. Right, they lost. Did they lose? I think they lost. Hazard County University, Touton Capone gets 5 sacks. Interceptions is Han Blood with 3 for the New Vegas Plague. Tackles is the one we just saw, Hog Mexico, 29 tackles. The defensive player of the week is Johnny Appetite with 60 fan points. Pancakes is Glib sponsorship for the Blackwater Sharks with 67. Receiving yards is Prax Daughters for the Hill Valley Stampede, 283. Pass yards is Fanny Glowstick for Erie Wardens, 304. Becky Director gets the rushing yard for 249. That's really decent. Total yards is Fanny Glowstick with 304. And Fanny also gets offensive player of the week with 54, but player of the week in total is Glib sponsorship with 91 fan points. And then we have the playoffs, and that is going to be next time. Watch out for that, because I might do it on a live stream. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.